Stop. Before you scroll, you need to hear this, because something serious is happening inside college athletics, and athletes are finally speaking out. As current and former athletes from the University of Pittsburgh swim and dive program, we want to make one thing absolutely clear. What you're about to hear reflects our real experiences, our honest opinions, and what we truly believe. This program has meant everything to us. It shaped who we are, not just as athletes, but as people. It gave us structure, purpose, and a foundation for our futures. And because of that, we feel a responsibility to speak up. Not out of anger, but because we care deeply about the future of this program and what it stands for. We want the same opportunities we had to still exist for the athletes who come after us. What Coach Chase Kreitler built here was nothing short of historic. We're talking about record-breaking performances, multiple All-Americans, and a culture that elevated this program to a completely different level. This wasn't just about winning races. It was about building something meaningful, something lasting. He created an environment where athletes were proud to represent Pitt, a culture rooted in excellence, both in the pool and in the classroom. A system where development wasn't just physical, but personal. Many of us chose this program because of that vision. We believed in it. We committed to it. And we spent years helping build it into what it became. More importantly, he cared. Not just about results, but about people. He treated us like individuals, not just athletes. He built trust. He emphasized accountability, gratitude, and respect. That's why this situation hit so hard. Because despite all of that, we sat in a meeting with Athletic Director Allen Greene and walked away with no real answers. We were told this decision came down to leadership and fit. But no one explained what that actually meant. No specifics. No clarity. Just vague language that left more questions than answers. We were also told there's an intention to continue funding the program. But intention isn't the same as commitment. There was no clear promise to maintain the level of support that made this success possible in the first place. At the same time, we heard talk about moving toward a more holistic approach. But here's the reality. What Coach Kreitler built was already one of the most holistic programs in college athletics. It balanced elite performance, strong academics, and real athlete development. It wasn't broken. During that same conversation, we saw something else happen. Blame started shifting toward Coach Kreitler for communicating openly with athletes. Narratives were introduced that simply don't reflect the experience of those of us who actually lived inside this program, day in and day out. So let's be honest about what all of this really means. Uncertainty like this doesn't just affect a coach. It affects every single athlete in the program. It disrupts stability. It breaks trust. And it makes it harder to continue progressing at the level we've worked so hard to reach. When you take away clarity and consistency, you create doubt. And once that doubt sets in, athletes start asking themselves difficult questions. Can I keep developing here? Will this program still support me? Is this the right place for my future? And here's the truth that people don't always want to say out loud. You don't have to shut down a program overnight to destroy it. You can slowly dismantle it, reduce resources, create instability, remove the pieces that made it strong, and eventually, it unravels from the inside. That's what this feels like. And it's impossible to ignore what this situation may reflect on a larger scale, because this isn't just about one coach or one program. It points to a deeper issue within college athletics, a system where some sports are prioritized and heavily resourced, while others are expected to succeed without the same level of support, even during moments of historic success. At a time when the House v. NCAA settlement is actively reshaping the future of college sports, the timing here feels impossible to ignore. A swimmer helped push that conversation forward. Yet Olympic sports like ours continue to face uncertainty, reduced support, and difficult questions about long-term stability. So we're speaking up now. Not because it's easy, but because it matters. Because this program deserves transparency. These athletes deserve stability. And the future of this team deserves better. Now the question is, what happens next?